Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a review on human nature and some of the products that I recommend. So the hair conditioners look like this. And I've used the blue one and also the orange one, which is mandarin orange. That's my favorite. And my next favorite would be this rosemary, and it has a bit of a minty scent, but doesn't have a minty feel. It has a minty scent, but in that herb minty feeling, not on a peppermint or a menthol feeling. It's just a minty, like a dill or a rosemary feeling. This is my next favorite. It smells so good. It actually conditions your hair. I noticed that my hair is stronger and softer, and it's not too hard to wash off. It's also very thick and very creamy, so you know that a little of it is enough. So that's one thing that I noticed as well. It's pretty pricey. This is about, I think, 180 pesos for 200 ml, but it's very creamy and very thick, so I like using it. And sometimes I even leave it on for longer hours. It's not a leave-on conditioner, okay? So I don't wanna waste it, so I'm just using it. But it smells so good. It smells so good. And I super like the effect that it has on my hair. It's really good. This one just smells like aloe vera, so nothing special for me. Although it smells clean. This one smells like vanilla. It has coconut oil and yeah, smells like vanilla-ish and coconut-ish, cocoa-ish. But to me, the best, I'm gonna put the photo of the mandarin variant if I can find something here. But that's my favorite, and then this one is the next one. So the other product that I highly recommend that you purchase would be their toothpaste. Oh my gosh, their toothpaste. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the best toothpaste I've ever tried. I've always been a Colgate user. I've used the Total and the whitening of Colgate, but this is really amazing. It has this clean feel, and it kind of prevents you from having bad breath for like 4 hours, I think. I really can't tell, but it stays for longer. The effect is very residual. It stays on for hours. Like, you still feel like your breath is fresh and your teeth, they're clean. So I actually prefer the green one, which is kind of a cream type. This is a cream type of toothpaste, while the blue one is like a gel. This is a gel-like toothpaste. I personally prefer the green one. I feel like the effect for me is more residual with this one. But in terms of taste, flavor, I mean, one is peppermint and the other one is menthol, I think. This is extra fresh and this is refreshing mint. So I like this one for the effect, but for the flavor, they're both good, and a little goes a long way. I noticed this is 150 pesos each, and at first I was like, oh, this is so expensive. Colgate is about 112, but this one, like, I can use this for months and months, and it's like I only need a little bit, so I don't need to use a lot. So this is highly recommended. You should try this, and you can even try it with baking soda. It's really good, like to whiten your teeth. It's really good. I even don't know if this is the reason why my dentist said that the most recent cleaning session I've had with her, she said that she didn't need to use anything to remove some stains because there wasn't any, and I wasn't able to get back to my dentist for 2 years. And she said, your teeth is very clean. I don't know, because the latter part maybe for 2 years that I wasn't able to visit her, on the last year, I've been using this. So, and baking soda. A lot of baking soda. So, maybe. But she also said that maybe one of the reasons why there was no staining on my teeth is because I transitioned to Nespresso, and her theory is that maybe Nespresso coffee doesn't stain as much as brewed coffee does. Because brewed coffee is like super direct. I don't know, this is just a theory, but you can kind of like try it out. I also tried their facial masks, and one is a mask scrub, one is a scrub. I personally prefer this one. I even use this to clean my makeup brushes because I noticed that this one just gets the oil. It strips away the oil from your face, like the gunk, the dirt. It just takes them off. And when I use this to clean my makeup brushes, I noticed that the makeup just gets lifted off easily compared to when I just usually I use a shampoo or I use a mild soap, but this one is really good. But I know it's too expensive to be used as a brush cleaner. I also use this to clean my beauty sponge from the Body Shop, that black sponge that I've been using. Hold on, I need to get it. I rarely use this anymore because I haven't been using any foundation recently, and just sunblock and just facial powder. But this one, I used to clean this using this one, and I know this is an expensive cleaner, but it just strips away all the makeup, all the oily stuff that you have on whatever, either your face or your facial brushes. The only thing I noticed with this, of course, it being a scrub, you cannot go around your eyes and lift off the makeup from your eyes. So you still need a facial wash to wash the sides of your eyes. This one is not so bad. However, I feel like if I already have this, I don't need this. And I'm not really a person who likes putting on masks for long. Like even the facial, like the one for the beauty mask, I really don't like using them because I don't have the time, I think, and when I'm sleeping, I would really sleep. So yeah, I find myself buying those things but not really using them. So, but this one is good if you're someone who likes to pamper yourself at night and just put on a mask and sip some red wine. I don't know, because this is also good for the skin. I didn't notice anything like some sensitivity, nothing, but I feel like, to be honest, I mean, of course it makes you feel like the skin is soft and pampered and scrubbed, but in my experience, I didn't notice anything super highly recommended for you to need to purchase this if you already have this. Now, I also purchased the Hydrating Creamy Wash, but sadly, even if this has no harmful chemicals and it says on the packaging, it just doesn't work for me. I started having like patches, like sensitivity. It's not reddish, but it's like patches, like I'm allergic to it or something. And I noticed that in my skin and I stopped using it. So probably I'm gonna use this to clean some of my brushes and maybe my sponge. So that's an idea. I also purchased this tinted lip balm, and it's really good. It really softens the lip. It preps the lip if you want to use something like this. This is a ColourPop matte lip, and we all know it's very tricky to use a matte lip, and usually you need to prep it with a balm or a lip gloss to soften your skin, your lips. So this is a really nice product, and it is actually tinted, so it has a bit of a color, but it's not as tinted as, I used to use, I think the Carmex, or I used to use some tinted lip balms. This isn't, it just looks really natural, like your lips, but better, and it really has a nice glide. I really enjoyed using this. This is like really a thick lip balm. It's really good. Okay, last but not the least, this is probably the most amazing purchase I've ever had with Human Nature, and it's not even skincare. It's this. This is a detergent powder that I've been using to wash my clothes that are meant for hand wash, because this one I believe is good. I mean, it doesn't have anything bad for the skin, so you can actually have, you know, you can hand wash your clothes using this without any worries. It is phosphate free, SLES free, chlorine free, no synthetic fragrance, no optical brighteners. So what you see is what you get. It's just clean clothes. What do I worry about no synthetic fragrance? Sometimes it's just that when you soak your clothes, it feels like maybe it's not super clean. It doesn't have any bubbles at all. And I'm not worried with that because I used to work with a company who is a supplier of detergent, and bubbles are just, you know, they're placebos. They're just tricking you to think that it's cleaning it, but it doesn't have any effect. I mean, you don't need the bubbles. So I'm okay with that because I'm perfectly trained with that. I also am not worried about the fragrance because I read some reviews about this, and a lot of people have been complaining that they could have maybe added a little bit of the fragrance, but Human Nature just said that if you want fragrance, you can have a spray using natural oil, and there are aromatic oils that are meant for that you dilute in water and add a few drops, and you can use that, and it's still perfectly natural. And I've been using mine as like citronella, so it's good. It smells so good. And sometimes I would spray at the end of the rinse and all that. I would still spray some fabric conditioner, and it works. It really does. It works well. Quite frankly, after washing my clothes and after rinsing them and spin drying them, it smells clean, but I know it doesn't have any scent. I'm super drawn with this because I feel like it really cleans my clothes. And if you can see, if I'll show you how it looks like this. So it's actually just white and actually very, how do you call that? They're not even sticking together. At first I thought it's chalky and maybe this is just a dupe of whatever. Maybe this is a useless product, but it's actually very good. It actually cleans my clothes very well, and my clothes don't look like they're damaged after a wash. Even after a lot of scrubbing, I don't see my clothes looking like they're damaged. So I'm really glad. I find myself doing a lot of hand washing recently. And yes, this is also very good because I've been washing my facial masks, which I wear to work, and I noticed that, and my scarves, I noticed that this would be very good because those fabric, they come in contact with my face every day, and I wash them every day. I wash my scarves as inserts, and also this facial mask, I wash it every day, and I have two, and I just, you know, alternate them. And I noticed that it's very important that we use the right detergent for products that come in contact with our face and our skin most of the time. And if we have sensitivities, this is a really nice, this is I don't know, I'm just so drawn to it. And I don't know, I like it so much. It feels, I am super convinced that my clothes are stripped away of the dirt. Oh, one thing I noticed, this also was able to take off lipstick, and lipstick has always been a hard pigment to take off on white linen, and that has been a problem when I used to work with a chemicals company. Lipstick has been a tough thing. So when I would have lipstick on this just does the trick. I mean, this just does the trick. I mean, you know, there's very seldom that I find a detergent that can actually take off pigments, let alone lipstick pigments, because they're you know, lipsticks have it for real these days. The pigments are just over the top sometimes, and matte lipsticks are tough as well. We have these types of lipsticks that stay on for hours, but this does the trick. Those are the products that I've been loving with Human Nature, and I hope that I get to update this film soon. Might have to try some of the products. One of my friends said that she tried the bar shampoo, but at the end of the day she doesn't like it because I think she develops some dandruff. I know it's a hit or miss. Not everyone has the same skin type, but these are the products that I feel like had a good effect on me, and maybe you want to try it as well. So there you have it. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again soon. Bye!
Since you've come home, well, my body's feeling this. Ha 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 ha. When you come on over, stop playing the fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? That's all I know. Valerie. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? This is your girl.